Hey guys, welcome back to Husband and Wife Outdoor Life. Ashley and Matt here again with you. Today we are down in the village of Clarkston and we're going to do a couple loops on some of their trails there. You may hear the wind is a little bit windy today, so I apologize if the audio is bad. I believe this is our turn.
Yep.
Let me show you the trail system here so you have an idea. This here is the nature center and we parked in front of that. This is the trail system we are on today. We're going to do several loops within here. Just for a quick warm up, we're going to do this little loop here for now, and then we're going to meet some friends and do a bigger loop. So stay tuned. So we're going to start off on the Habitat Trail. Since it's about 30 minutes, 1 kilometer, 0.8 miles roughly. So do a quick warm up before they get here.
Don't want to be in the middle of a big trail and they're just waiting for us.
So what were you telling me at the house about cabin fever, why we're out here today?
Oh yeah, so we are at the point where, especially at the end of winter, we just have to hike somewhere, and we made the decision a couple years ago, just do day hikes. Like if you have to, you're going crazy, you're like, man, I just have to hike even if it's a couple miles, pick a trail system that's near you, just get out there. We have to. We go crazy between work and grad school.
So the trails are pretty well marked here. It's a little bit difficult figuring out where you're supposed to start, but I guess it doesn't really matter if you're gonna hike several of the loops anyway. So
it's like 3 trails and they're all concentric circles and they all touch at one point.
Yeah. But they're all numbered and there's nice little signposts telling you where you're at. If you've ever hiked some of the bigger trails in Michigan, like Potawatomi and that have the numbered posts, it's a lot very similar to that.
Yep. Nice bathrooms, good parking.
Even in the wintertime, there are bathrooms open. Not all of them, but the ones that are closed have a sign on them that tell you where the open ones are, which is nice.
License fee was like $5.
Oh yeah, parking. $5 parking fee.
There's a lot of people, but so far we haven't seen any on these trails. There's a lot of like paved trails,
yeah,
out near the front of the park. A lot more people on that. So far we've run into no people here.
I don't know if we went the right way.
I have no idea.
We'll find out. Quick little reroute. When we were filming, we made it right and we should have made it left. So even though the trail is well marked and we consider ourselves pretty experienced hikers, we still managed to miss the turnoff. So I guess pay attention, but all the trails are nice. We would just stay on this one if we were just by ourselves, but we're meeting some people in a little bit and they're almost here,
yeah,
so
they're getting close, so
we don't want to jump on a big 2-mile loop when we can just do a shorter one until they get here. So we're gonna backtrack a little bit. Okay, we think we're back on track now. So, 0.8 miles.
Yeah, 2 of these loops are maybe 15 feet apart. And on the map it looks like more than that when you're dealing with such small trail systems. Really hard to get a sense of scale.
Basically, we just needed to pay attention a little better. Trails are nice. I thought they'd be muddy or flooded, but so far they're not too bad. A little bit of snow left on the trails. Not much. Melting quite quickly.
It's a little bush giving it some shade. It's 41, so most everything is melting or melted.
Yeah, it's a nice day out today. Still on the Habitat Trail. We just came out to this pretty cool lake area. This is by post number 7. You can see the nature center over there through the trees. So not a very long or difficult trail at all, but it's kind of cool. There's these like posts along the way that have a number on them not corresponding to the trail, but like a wooden post with a number on it. I bet it's tied to some sort of either document or something, or a headset or something that you can get in the nature center
guide
to like learn more about the habitat in the area. This was listed as like a learning trail or something, so look into that. It might be a neat trail to bring young children on, I would think.
And this section's not bad. The only reason we had hills was our little side trip.
Yeah, no hills on this one. There's some nice little picnic tables too by the lake. Be a good lunch spot. This is the post I was talking about for the Habitat Trail. This is probably the last one, number 8. We're right by the parking lot here, so somebody can comment what those are referencing to, but I'm sure it's something in the nature center. So we just walked up and checked out the nature center. My aunt and uncle are meeting us here in a few minutes. They are just parking. So we're gonna walk down to the parking lot and meet them. The nature center is closed today, but today is a Sunday. But they do have restrooms. They're on the left-hand side of the building that are open. So if you need that, they're there.
There's a little gazebo. There's the
amphitheater.
Some cool stuff. Probably some little gardens in the summer.
I bet there's some cool programs here in the summertime. Be a neat place to bring your family.
So, a little bit of egg on my face. I'm actually surprised. This is the moderate trail, and fair warning to people, especially if it's spring and you're getting back into the swing, are some decent hills. This is actually higher up than I thought it'd be. I'm gonna move you forward, but you can see across. We're at the top of a little ridge here, and there are some decent faces. So if you're like us and you get antsy in the spring and you just got to go somewhere, I mean, you know, 3.2, not bad for us, about where we need to be, but hey, there are some hills. So good on our guidebook, good on the trail, but not too bad. Not like good old Isle Royal. Neat little basins. Good starter trail, good views. There's some overlooks too. You get up to the top of some of these, they have benches. Nice little areas if you want to sit, have a meal, drink some water, stare at the world and contemplate life. What have you. This is the best part of the trail. Staring at maps, wondering where the hell you are.
So we made it to 14, which is here. So we can go down E, which is a mile, not counting, well, counting this, which we wouldn't do. Or we could go to 13 and 12. And finish this loop. It's up to you guys. What'd you say?
So I know my vote, I'm hungry.
Oh, here's a good hill. Caution.
You know, they're not bad.
Hill.
I guess if you're doing cross country, you get to know.
Yeah. We're taking the E loop. We're adding on a little extra miles just for fun. So we've made it most of the way around the Spring Lake loop. We are by the ski rental place. There's some restrooms here. A few of us have stopped to
make sure this doesn't get taken by the wind.
To use those. It's right by the lake here. This is a really cool area. The trails have been actually pretty fun. There's some good hillage, so if you're looking to do any sort of training, hiking training, this is a good spot to do that. The Spring Lake loop and the E loop is I think it's called the Ted something trail or something. That I'll put it below, I don't remember. That had some good hills.
We are on the east side of the lake now, and as you can see from the pavement and the civilization, a little bit different. There are lovely gazebos. There are places to fish on the waterfront. They have launches for canoes. You can take little rowboats. There's, I don't know if you can see down there, there's like horseshoes, a couple things, lots of bathrooms. Probably a fun place to hang out in the summer if you want some really light hiking with some activities. Come here, make an afternoon out of it. Not quite so woodsy and secluded. Across the way, you can even see people. Fun though, nice little light spring getting back into the mix hike. It's a good way to get the physical activity back up, start building that cardio and that stamina, but maybe if you're not ready to launch into the backcountry yet, good bridge. Real nice views. Pretty area. Very pretty. And then boom, pavement. Gotta be some fish here. Too many little docks on this side and the other side to not have fish. Also a little bit of flooding.
Well, we finished that big 3-mile loop. We are back at the Nature Center parking area. The Nature Center is just off up there. And we just want to say thank you for watching and stay tuned for our next adventure. We're hoping to do a few more day hikes in the early spring, and we're planning a short overnight soon too, so stay tuned for that.
I don't know. I'm busy being captivating and charming.